Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Al Jazeera reports that a diplomatic rift between the U.S. and Germany over the ongoing war on Iran is intensifying, putting the transatlantic alliance under strain. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz's recent criticisms of U.S. strategy in Iran, calling Washington humiliated and accusing President Trump of lacking a strategy, have sparked controversy. These remarks coincide with President Trump's announcement of a withdrawal of 5,000 U.S. troops from Germany, a move described as foreseeable by the German Defense Ministry. The U.S. has heavily relied on German bases for its operations in the Middle East, with Ramstein Air Base serving as a critical military hub. Meanwhile, Germany is increasing its defense spending and strengthening its military capabilities, signaling a push for greater European strategic independence. Analysts suggest the tension reflects broader shifts in security policy and a potential stress test for the U.S.-Europe relationship, with Germany facing internal pressure due to economic challenges exacerbated by the conflict. Junhunet, citing an Axios report from Wednesday, May 6, states that the United States and Iran are close to reaching a one-page memorandum to conclude their ongoing conflict. According to Axios, this prospective agreement would entail Iran committing to a moratorium on nuclear enrichment activities. In return, the United States would agree to lift its sanctions against Iran. Additionally, both nations would agree to remove restrictions on transit through the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. The duration of Iran's uranium enrichment suspension remains a point of negotiation, with current estimates suggesting a period of 12 to 15 years. Iran initially proposed a 5-year suspension, while the U.S. had sought a 20-year commitment. An NPR reports on the harrowing efforts to recover the bodies of victims from the rubble in Gaza, a year and a half after a devastating Israeli strike on October 2024 annihilated over 132 members of the extended Abu Nazer family in Bailaya. Survivors like Ola Abu Nazer and Mabi Nazer are engaged in the painstaking process of identifying their loved ones, often finding only skeletons clad in their clothing. The recovery mission, described as searching for a needle in a haystack, is hampered by a severe lack of resources, with only one functioning excavator available for body recoveries across Gaza. Israeli officials cite security concerns for restricting heavy machinery. The retrieval of 50 bodies over 3 days has reopened deep wounds for the surviving family members, many of whom are now living as the walking dead and find solace only in the hope of finally laying their loved ones to rest, despite the ongoing trauma and the loss of so many. A fire broke out at a shopping center located west of Iran's capital, resulting in the deaths of at least 8 people and injuring 36 others, state broadcaster IRIB reported. The cause of the blaze remains unknown, and authorities have launched an investigation into the incident. Al Jazeera provided this report. Pennsylvania has initiated a lawsuit against an AI company, alleging that the firm is illegally practicing medicine within the state. The core of the accusation is that the company's AI chatbots are posing as genuine doctors. This action raises significant questions about the regulatory framework surrounding artificial intelligence in healthcare. NTD News is covering this developing story, highlighting the legal and ethical implications of AI's expanding role in medical consultation. The lawsuit aims to address concerns that AI's capacity to provide medical advice without proper licensing or oversight could pose risks to public health and patient safety. Further details on the specific allegations and the company's response are expected as the legal proceedings unfold. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.